Last week, we talked about the alarming results of the Milgram Shock Experiment, and many of you wanted me to delve into theory on why so many normal people were willing to shock a perfect stranger in the experiment, even when they feared the shock was hurting or even killing him. Thank you to all who gave me feedback on what you wanted to see in this series. Now, the most widely accepted theory for why these subjects kept shocking whom they believe to be a suffering human being is normative influence. A norm is a customary standard that's widely accepted in a given culture. Normative influence is using other people's behavior as information about what's appropriate. This technique can offer great insight, and the less we ourselves know about a certain culture or circumstance, the more we tend to use it. Ever been to a foreign place and learned what was and was not appropriate from watching the locals? You used normative influence. If you ever saw people running away and screaming, I bet you'd assume quickly there's something to run from and ask why later. Stanley Milgram's experiment highlights the dark side of normative influence. It's the norm to trust authority, and the experimenter with that lab coat and clipboard sure looks like an authority figure. One subject commented,
I sure don't know the effect of this thing, and I'm a little skeptical about electricity.
He knew little about the tech, so the more he had to trust the experimenter to know. We don't know how much the other subjects knew, but based on their willingness to comply and shock a human with as much as 450 volts, it's a good guess that few, if any of them, knew much about exactly what they were doing. After all, some medical procedures can be difficult or painful, but they are for our best. Intense workouts can hurt, but they make us stronger. Who's to say if the man screaming in the other room is truly in danger, or if it's harmless pain?
As I said before, although the shocks may be painful, they're not dangerous.
Had they known more about it themselves, they would have been in a better position to argue with an authority figure. Plus, the subjects also believed the experimenter would take the responsibility, not them.
And who's going to take the responsibility if anything happens to that gentleman? I'm responsible for anything that happens here. Continue.
When we think we are not responsible, we are more likely to give a decision less thought and obey blindly. Normative influence often serves us well, so long as we do not prioritize it over our moral compass and our common sense. And if you haven't seen part 1 that explains how this experiment was conducted, you can watch it right here.